Hi, friends. It's Sophie of Shinies with Sophie here with Day, who's off camera coughing up a lung. You okay? She's okay. Anyway, here to show you a couple of tips that I wish I knew when I first started questing or being able to quest relatively quickly. So let me jump over and just show you what I mean. Jump right in. All right, so here's my team. Luckily, I have a really solid setup with 10 shiny mythical giants, 2 shiny legendary giants. And so that means with a damage of what, 3.5 million, I am able to quest in seconds. That wasn't always the case. And so, yeah, hi, baby. So back when it took a few minutes, I was able to still move relatively quickly implementing the tips I want to show you now. So let's jump right in. I am trying to wrap up my final rune wall. And oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. What? Let me get them in the jungle. Okay, I'm going to lock them in the jungle for a bit just so I can see. And I want to show you what my rune walls are looking like so you can see what I'm working for or working towards. So I got all of these complete. Well, okay. I got all of these completed. So this is my final one that I want to do because as you can see, I'm working on my Shiny Giant catalog right now. So I have about 15 clicks to wrap this one up, I believe. I'm pretty sure it just goes to times 1.2. I could be mistaken, but these only went to 1.2. And so I'm guessing it's the same for this one. So I need about 15,000 runes. I'm at 500 right now. So we have a long way to go. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that our lab is sitting pretty where we want it to be. So let me head over to the mountains since that's where my next quest is. And you get to a certain point where it doesn't even matter. Like 250 billion, like what's that going to do? Like I'm getting, just that every second, just being in one of the lower, areas in the jungle. So it's just crazy how this game evolves to where certain things take precedent. You have to reprioritize just about every second. So even with this lab setup, let me show you what I'm going to do now, but I'll offer some tips if you're at a level that's a little bit lower than where I'm at. Because again, this is just stuff that I've learned along the way that I kind of wish I knew. So I have 132 lab points. You might not be quite there, or even if you've ascended, I don't know what that's like yet. So you'll be able to follow me on that journey when we get there. But yeah, I hope these tips help even if you are at 32 lab points. So the first thing I try to do, and this is me because again I'm at a higher level, I'm going to work on my damage and also my own speed. Just go ahead and max that out. If you are at a lower level where your pets aren't as strong, then you want to prioritize your drop rate. So go ahead instead of hitting damage, focus on your drop rate, focus on your speed, focus on your pet speed, things like that. And of course, just your gold rate can help too. So then I want to always take advantage of these quest specific lucks. So this is a quest luck. It's so helpful. Let me actually show you what I mean. So quest luck right now is at 25%. So that means that I have a 25% 1 in 4 chance that my quest will automatically complete itself. And so it's just incredibly helpful because you can just kind of hit your collect button over and over and over, and it just helps you to move really quickly. So I'm at 30% with this one. Let's just keep filling that out. This one isn't super necessary once you get to the higher levels like I'm at, thank goodness, which is so nice to be. I've been playing for like a year now, so it's kind of cool to see how far I've progressed. But yeah, as this is the decreases quest difficulty. So it's fine to get just so you can shave off how many billions you might need. So, and then because I have so many lab points and I don't need to use anything for mining for this, I'm going to come back around and start filling some of this other stuff back up. But just prioritize your quest thing. So here's another quest luck. Go ahead and get that. Anything that's not quest luck, go ahead and work on EXO, your exotic crystal luck, because that will increase the amount of money that you can make in an area. And or again, if you're at a lower level, just get your gold up. That's a good one to get to. So I'm just gonna up this by and again, or your drop rate if you're relying on other people before you are strong enough. So for me, at a higher level, I'm still going to get these quest locks. I'm still going to work on EXO. This one, again, I want to go ahead and maximize my quest difficulty. And then here, this is a really, really fun one because it just makes a gold multiplier specifically for your quest area. So since we're questing, it's great to go ahead and max that one out too. Next, we have, again, just gold multipliers are important. EXO is important, and pet speed is super important because the quicker you can burst crystals, you know, the better. It's not even about trying to get to an area quicker, because I'll show you a quick way, if you're on a desktop, especially, to hurry up and get where you want to go. So I'm going to max out my pet speed first. And this, you know, the cool thing about this game is you can do it however you want to. Like we're all going to end up at the same place. Like it's just fun to figure out the journey for yourself as you go. But this is how I'm doing it. Other people might do it differently, especially if there's somebody at a higher level. They probably have learned some more things along the way. But I want to go ahead and up my EXO luck. And this basically means that I have a chance of getting a higher rarity, which means more money. Here again, nothing quest related at this point, so I'm just going to max out my crystal luck and up my synthetic crystals. And then this one, same thing. Nothing too helpful for questing beyond this point, so I'm going to go ahead and max out that synthetic crystals. And this might be all that you can do. You might not even be able to get to this level, but if you can at least get some of these quest luck lab points, they are really, really super helpful, especially if you can get up to this level with the focused efforts. It's so, so fun to just see how quickly you can move through these. So I'll show you what I mean. Let me max out the rest of my lab points. And I'm just going to put as many as I can on the EXO. Let's max out my EXOs. And my just golds are good to max out at the higher level. Of course, the higher you go, it's different. You can have the same thing like synthetic gold 2 and only get a 1.01 chance. But here I would get a 1.15 essentially, or 1.015 up here. So the higher, even if it's the same thing, the higher you go, the better. So start from the top and go down as you're going. So yeah, I think these are fine. Let's see what else I can. I definitely want to work on my damage. Anything else? Definitely. Yeah, I think this is fine. Gotten all my EXO stuff, got all my quest stuff, got my gold. So I want to, because this is higher than this one, I'm going to go ahead and max out this pet speed and then put the last two on. Fuck it, more pet speed. So this way, now you can see that I have a 37.5% chance. So 1 in 3 chance, well over a 1 in 3 chance of actually just getting the quest fulfilled automatically. My difficulty's been decreased by 65%. So it just cuts everything in half. My pet speed is up by 74%, so I'm at 274. What are some other quest related ones? Exotic crystals are 61%. That's not bad. And my gold is at multiplier 57,000, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so my pets are in the jungle right now. I want to show you how quickly how quickly they can actually fulfill a quest. And so I'm going to hit F once to release them from the jungle, and then F again to lock them into the mountains. And another thing you can do is hit R to automatically bring them where you are. So it's basically FFR, FFR, FFR. And then I also hit C as soon as the quest is fulfilled, and see how I'm just hitting C and it automatically got me one. Now I have to go to the grotto. But here's where I do things a little differently than I've seen other people do. When I quest, I go where I'm not needed. And other people might have figured this out long before me, but it's a tip I wish I thought of or knew as I was getting started. So hopefully this can be helpful. So they're locked in the mountains right now. I'm going to go to the grotto, and I'll just do a few so you can kind of see the cadence that I get into. So I FFR, they're in the grotto. I run to the mountains. So even though I'm already fulfilled, I'm close to the jungle now where I need to be. So I'm FFR in the jungle, and then I go to the grove. So see how I ended up needing to be in the grove? The FFR, and then I go to the jungle. And I'm hitting C, 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 C. I only got one that time. So FFR. And so the cadence is just FFR, go where you're not needed. Go as far away as you can. So if I'm in the jungle, I go to the grove. If I'm in the grove, I go to the jungle. If I'm in the, so see, I'm in the grove already. It already brought me there. If I'm in the mountains, I go all the way to the grotto. If I'm in the grotto, I go to the mountains. And so that kind of helps me stay as dispersed as possible. So while I'm in the grove, I can just stay there. Now I'm in the jungle, and it sent me to the jungle. So FFR in the jungle, go to the grove. Now it needs me in the grotto, and I don't have to go all the way across the map. I just need to go over here to the grotto. FFR, and then I run my ass as quickly as I can to the mountains. I didn't even have to go that far. So CC. So FFR in the jungle. And I want to go to the grove and need it me in the grotto. So FFR into the grotto, and I'm going to run to the mountains. And I'm just hitting C, and see how many I'm getting. Oh my gosh, that was so good. So now I'm only a hop, skip, and jump away from the grove, even though I was in the mountains. So FFR. And I'm going to go to the jungle. So you kind of get the gist, I hope. But yeah, FFR. And as you can see, as quickly as I'm going through these, it's still taking me quite a while to actually get. I'm going to have to get to 15,000. And so I'm in the mountains. Let me run to the grotto. I'm only at 890. So even though, oh, I didn't F well enough. So F. R pulls into the mountain. FFR. I'm in the jungle. Gonna go to the grove. I'm in the grove, which is great. I love it when it actually is like making me feel psychic. Like, oh, you were there. That's great. So now I'm at 1369. So what I tend to do is just go ahead and kind of hit a goal that I want to get. So if I want to get at least 5,000, so I can at least get to the 1.19, then that's what I'm going to shoot for. So yeah, just hang out with me for a bit. I'll get to that, and then we can at least just get to the FF9, and you can kind of see my process. But yeah, this game does not hand you anything. So I have to work for it because the runes come when they come. Like it's such a random number generator game. Like you literally, you never know what, like it took me like 3 days to get the final common that I needed. So see how this shiny giant mustache shroom, I just discovered that. Like it took me a very long time to get that one. So now I can move up to my uncommons with my mining. Okay, so let me see. I need to go to the mountains. Hey, baby. I'm gonna try to run into. Okay, just needed to be in the jungle. Alright, I need to go to the grottos. So FFR. I want to try to run to the mountains. Okay, it needs to be in the grove, so that's helpful because I wasn't far. FFR. Alright. Needs me in the jungle, so perfect. FFR. CCCCC. Needs me in the mountains. FFR. Try to run to the grotto. CCCCC. Oh, needed me in the grotto. Perfect. FFR. So see, the pet speed's definitely not about trying to move them anywhere because you can hit R. Look, R. Oops, FFR. So it gets them right where they need to be right away. FFR, jungle. Alright, I'm gonna just shut up and see if I can get to 5,000 while we watch Hey Dougie. So I'll do a little time lapse for you so you don't have to watch this whole thing. Oh, bless you. Oh, Jesus, girl. Okay, and I actually just went ahead and tried to get to that last 10,000. So did that push and we're there. So this is it for my rune walls all together, guys. I thought you might want to see what that looks like. And again, this is my assumption that the giant look wall is at, it stops at 1.2. So another thing I wanted to kind of jump back in and tell you is that as I was just finishing up this final quest push, I know I was saying like if you're in the grotto, you want to run to the mountains, and if you're in the mountains, you want to run to the grotto. But honestly, I've found that as long as you stay in the jungle or in the grove, then you're pretty much good. Because if you're here, if you're about here while you're in the grotto waiting on your quest, then you're pretty centralized to get to the jungle, the mountains, or the grove very easily. So yeah, and then if you're in the mountains, just come over here a little bit and try to stay in this general vicinity to get very easily to the grove, the jungle, or the grotto. So I take that back on going as far away as you can. Just stay in either the jungle, or if you're in the jungle, go to the grove. And then that way you can kind of line up here to very quickly get to the grotto, or this is probably the longest run to go from the grove back to the mountains, but it's the easier, it's just an easier place to stand in case you have to go to the grotto from the jungle. So, or from questing in the jungle. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, so I am done with my runes, guys. Here's the last one. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it. Again, FFR, bringing my guys into the grove. And here we go. 10. Whoa, so that's okay. Oh, thank you. And I got 10,249. And that's it for me. I don't need to quest anymore. I kind of don't mind trying, because then I can actually get to this 25,000 one and get just 5% more speed, so that maybe I can try for this 500 hidden egg in 30-minute lab point. But I really don't need the extra speed. I just got to get it's a skill issue, you know. I got to get that together. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get these last runes. Let's check our giant luck before we do. I mean, we probably should have looked at that well beforehand. So we were at 1 in 12,500. I got a lot of levers pulled. I think I have all my levers pulled. So that's why I'm at 1 in about 1550. But so 12,504. And the sad thing is it's not going to budge that much at all. Like these little increments really don't make that much of a difference, but it's something, you know. And it's better than where we started. I think before we were requesting, we needed about 15 or 16 clicks. And so this is the last 10 that we need, and the last runes that we'll ever need. So 12,504. Let's go ahead and hit. Boom. Yes. And it was 1.2. So that's it for the runes. Giant luck done. Gold done. Shinies done. Metallic luck done, and egg luck done, which is the first one you guys need to really try to get. This is the holy grail that you want to shoot for before getting anything else. But let's check and see what that is. So 12,504 to 12,400, and again from 1550 something to 1538. So it's something. Every little bit counts. That's the beauty of this game. It's just it's a numbers game, literally. So now I am off to work on completing my Shiny Giant catalog. So yeah, wish me luck on that. finally got all of my commons. And so now I'm going to work on my uncommons and just work my way up. But I did get prismatic shine if you saw my last video. So every little bit helps me to, increase my shiny luck, and every other little bit helps me to increase, every giant score helps me to increase my gold. So this is just great. I'm in a really good place, hoping I can actually be a good ways towards ascending. Maybe not by this 2x. I have one more week until the next 2x. It's Sunday now. So maybe not this upcoming 2x in a week, but maybe in 3 weeks at the next 2x, I can or will have ascended and can use that time to more successfully get that 1.0 up to maybe 1.2 or 3 by the time the next 2x after the next one is over. So all right, friends, thanks for watching. I'll come back and we'll do an update on another thing that's helpful, hopefully. And thanks for watching. I, again, really appreciate you guys joining me on this sort of downtime adventure. This is much more lighthearted than probably any of the other With Sophies. So if you want to check out more of what I do, go to withsophie.co or just hang out with me on shinies.withsophie.co for more tips, more advice, for my Discord server, for if you want to ask any questions, or if you want to join me in my private server. It's just me right now, but it gets pretty lively sometimes, which is really nice to see. It's very wholesome and calm and chill place. POC friendly, no racism, no craziness, no pedos, no PDFs, none of that. We keep it clean. Children are welcome. But it is a very safe space. So have fun. If you need any help, let me know. And yeah, catch you on the flip.